welcome to the welding program. We consider ourselves the best in the West. We kind of branded that last year. We like to think we are best in the West. But this orientation, this year, you guys have to show up at least to one every semester, okay? There are some new rules as far as the college, not so many new rules as far as us goes. As far as how the college is working, there are a couple new rules. So we'll introduce ourselves. My name is Jake Manico. Everyone refers to me as the kid. Got my AAS from here. CWI since 2016. I own and operate a business outside of here where I do all the tooling for the Trona mines, tooling, welding. I'm usually here from 10 to 5 p.m., sometimes a little bit after 5 p.m. If you guys need to get a hold of me, Rick and I do very well about emails. So there's my email, there's my office phone. I don't ever answer my office phone, so don't call it. But email me. Once you email me, usually my cell phone is attached in the bottom of the letterhead. I have a lot of kids reach out on Messenger and stuff like that. So we have Rick Perficini. He's been welding since Vietnam.
This is an old slide.
40 plus years of welding experience. He owns and operates Rick's Welding outside of here. He is also a CWI, and he's usually here from 7 to about 2-ish, okay? His email, his office phone number. We're pretty flexible. You guys, as long as you guys communicate with us, we're here. Our nighttime instructor, I wish I had a picture of him. You guys know him. Call him Uncle Bud, Bud Lake. You guys, he is Uncle Bud. You'll know him. He's 70 years old, wears a cowboy hat. He's got hands the size of a grizzly bear. As soon as you meet him, you'll know him. He's been welding for 40 plus years, almost 50.
5 years older than me.
Yep. Wealth of knowledge between Rick and Bud. I'm just kind of here to oversee stuff, I guess. I've never welded a day in my life. I kind of suck. But between these two, you guys are in excellent hands. Lab hours are Monday through Thursday. Okay, we do not have class on Fridays. The lab is open from 7 in the morning till lunchtime, and then we close for that lunch hour. The lab is still open, but Rick and I peel off to our offices. We have our lunch, and then we come back in at 1, and then it's open till 9 p.m. And Uncle Bud usually does a pretty good job about eating his dinner before he comes. So if you want more one-on-one time, come in the evenings. Mornings and afternoons, it's kind of a hit or a miss whether we're busy in the mornings or in the afternoons, depending on the other class schedules. One semester we're busy in the mornings and dead in the afternoons, so you guys just have to fill that out. How many of you guys have questions on how flex entry works? How many of you guys are returning students? By show of hands. Okay, so those of you guys that are new and you have questions, you guys can always ask some of the returning students on how this works. But the semester runs on 3 5-week blocks: Block A, Block B, Block C. Each block consists of 5 weeks, okay? If you have 3 welding classes, try to get a welding class done every 5 weeks. That is how you kind of gauge yourself. If you are not getting one completed every 5 weeks, you need to spend a little more time. We recommend at least 4 days a week, 3 to 4 hours a day. Start off. If you start falling behind, spend a couple more hours in that welding lab. The very beginning courses, not too bad, but as some of these guys know that are returning, as you get into some of our more in-depth classes like pipe and stuff, it does require quite a bit more time in that lab. One thing I do like to stress is most of our exams are online. I'm working on getting the rest of them online. When you guys get in your Canvas tabs, you'll see it'll specifically say online. Your test is online. If it doesn't say, it just says chapter blah blah. It's a handwritten test still. You guys need to come and get that from us. But try to take an exam at least once a week. They're open book. Okay, do them at home, in your dorm room. That maximizes your guys' time in the welding lab. If you guys have questions, as you guys are taking tests, we have probably our #1 student that bugs us all the time, Hunter in the back. We do allow you guys to argue points back, but remind you, you guys are arguing against 2 welding inspectors. So come with your guns loaded. Have your information and ducks in a row when you come to argue us, because we just don't give points back just willy-nilly. You guys have to have a pretty good argument. You can ask these guys, they have to have it highlighted in their book and hard evidence.
We have changed it though, huh? If you guys are right, we will change your grade.
Now attendance, we do not take attendance per se, but when you guys walk into our welding lab, we have a table like that. That's probably the cleanest it's ever been. Our table gets hammered, but there's a clipboard up there and it has a sign-in sheet. Sign your name down, date, and what booth you're in. When you guys look at our booths, they have numbers right above them. Write what booth number you're in. That way we know if you guys don't clean up, we know who to come hunt down. Most of the time the students will actually come hunt you down. We don't usually have to until Friday. Now here is one new rule here. Financial aid. So how many of you guys have more than one welding class? Okay. You guys have all kind of popped into Canvas and taken a look at it so far? Okay. Let me be very, very clear about this. Financial aid now requires you to have something in the grade book for each one of your welding classes within the first 10 days, starting today. Okay? Our loophole around this is you guys need to log on to every welding course you're registered for and take the safety test. Okay? If you guys are smart about this, you take the safety test once, write your answers down, click to the next course, hurry, plug in, it's the same safety test. Okay? But you guys have to have that safety test done within these first 10 days. What happens at the end of that 10 days is they're going to kick out a roster to Rick and myself. If we go through and we check to see, and you guys have not taken the safety test, I have to mark never attended. And what that does is what does it do? Cancels. It drops you and cancels your financial aid. So if you're in the dorms, it drops you below your credit hours required to stay in the dorms. So it has a downward ripple effect. So be sure to at least take that safety test in all welding courses. Okay?
You pass it on to everybody you know that's in a welding class that might not make it to orientation.
Rick and I do not have any wiggle room on that. That's from them folks over there. We have to abide by this, and it's mandated by the federal government. So our hands are tied. Behavior, we really do not have to talk about this. The biggest one is keep your booths clean. Our rod buckets, a lot of our returning students have seen our rod buckets after a day of welding. Someone doesn't empty their stubs or put their rod back in the proper spots. Our rod buckets get hammered. But clean your booth, put your tools up, sweep it, and put your rod back. We'd greatly appreciate it. So would Hunter. Hunter's our lab assistant in there. I'd rather have him spending his time doing something else other than picking up after you guys. If you guys get out of line, first offense is a verbal, second one's a written, and the third is a boot. We've never gotten past the first offense ever. Rick and I are both going on 9 years. We've never gotten past the first offense. So new rules, we no longer have a lab assistant. We used to have a woman in here that prepped all of our metal and everything like that. It is up to Rick and myself and what student workers we have. So use metal to the fullest capability. And if you guys are out, let us know. Rick and I do really good about getting it here, getting it prepped. We'll drop everything, get it to you guys. People who are taking pipe courses, specifically with stick pipe, you guys will be preparing your own pipe, okay? If you're in MIG or TIG pipe, we have pre-beveled pipe. When you guys are in them classes, even in your stick classes, use that to the fullest extent. Pipe right now is $100 a foot. You guys figure out your lab fees and figure out how many feet you're gonna go through. You guys have blown through your lab fee in the first 2 sets of pipe, okay? Now when you guys do a weld, we'll have this all set up and everything like that. We should be getting a new pipe beveler in, but you guys will have to cut the weld out, and then we'll have one of our student lab workers re-bevel it for you. We're going to end up whittling pipe down about 2 inches probably, but we're going to try and get the most out of it as we can. Furnishing your own tools, I do have a tool list. I'll hand these out. I'll let Rick kind of talk on this. So in the past, we've had an assortment of community tools for you guys to use. For whatever reason, the last couple of years, it's just gotten out of hand to where our stuff is just not taken care of, and we just can't financially be responsible for it anymore. We started out 2 years ago with 60 grinders. We ended up the year with 6. Grinders about $300 a whack. We just cannot do it anymore. Welding hoods, same story. People sat down on hot metal, burn up a $300-400 welding hood. So here is a tool list for you guys. You guys don't need all of them right out of the gate. You can obviously pick out the ones that you need, like your welding helmet, gloves, safety glasses, cutting glasses. You guys need those right out of the gate. Grinders, we do have grinders that we can check out, but there is a rule to this. Rick has a sign-in sheet for those, or a checkout sheet. We will check you out a grinder. It has a number on it. You guys are responsible for it. So if you guys lay it down in the welding lab and it comes up missing, you guys are now going to get charged $300 to your financial aid. The loophole around this is go to Murdoch's. What is it, Labor Day coming up? I think it is. Murdoch's usually has that Labor Day sale every year. You guys can go down to Murdoch's and buy a grinder for like 40 bucks. Okay. If we do check you guys out a grinder, you guys will check it back in at the end of the semester. And if we don't get it checked in, guess what? You now own that grinder. We're going to charge you financial aid. That makes sense? So some of the tools you guys don't need, obviously, until you start getting more advanced in the class. I just kind of put down a plethora. If you guys actually read it, you guys might get a kick out of some of my tools. Give you a little taste of what welding's really like. But if you guys go to any of our welding suppliers and show them your student IDs, our welding suppliers do an awesome job about taking care of you guys. They give you guys discounts. I think a number of our students have used Rocky Mountain Air Solutions is one of my favorites. John down there takes tremendous care of you guys. Krisha down at Prax Air, or Lindy now, takes good care of our students. Mike down at Norco takes good care of our students. Corey down at Air Gas takes phenomenal care of you guys. Any of our welding suppliers take care of you guys. Just have to show your student ID, okay? Now, I am having a new setup in the tool room. We will be having a Fastenal vending machine installed in the tool room. So a lot of our abrasives, MIG tips, tungsten, collets, and everything like that will be in this vending machine. You guys have your student IDs, right? If you guys need a grinding disc, you guys will go to the vending machine and plug in your student ID number. It'll kick you out a grinding disc. Okay? Rick and I both have access to it. If you guys want a pair of gloves, guess what? You guys don't have access to the welding gloves. Those are mainly for me and Rick and Uncle Bud. But the vending machine allows us to have inventory control. And if you guys end up saying, oh, I need like 5 flat discs, it's only going to kick you out 1, and then it's going to kick me and Rick an email saying, why are you wanting 5? What you get out of that vending machine, as far as like MIG tips and tungsten and stuff like that, they come in packs. You guys better hold on to them packs, because that's all you get for that class. If you guys need more, you guys are going to get charged for it. And I promise you, tungsten and MIG tips and contact tips are not cheap. We will supply the first set. After that, it's on you. We kind of gauged it. You guys should be able to get through a class with a pack of tungsten. If not, you need to spend a little more time with us.
If you're doing something wrong.
Yep. So if there's any questions when it comes to the vending machine's not here yet. It should be here any day now. But when it does come in, you guys will see it, okay? If you guys have questions about it, I have the numbers. Say your number's not working. I have the numbers that I gave Fastenal. We'll figure it out, okay? Hey, if all else in doubt, mine and Rick's numbers, bulletproof. They'll work for anything, okay? If you guys need lockers, so you're not storing your stuff or packing your stuff back and forth from here to the car, we do have lockers. Hunter, raise your hand, Hunter. Hunter is back in the tool room. He'll be kind of helping you guys get your locker sorted out. You guys need to furnish your own lock. Store whatever you can here. Keep you from packing it back and forth to your car. And once lockers run out, we're out. That's just all we have. I think I'd done a count. We have like 50 or 60 lockers available. One thing that Rick and I are both bugaboos on it is if you guys have a cold or something like that, flu, stay home. Because if Rick and I or Uncle Bud get sick, we are all you guys have to get you through this semester. So if we're down for the count, we end up having to cancel class. Kind of a no-win situation for all of us. Rick and I want to be here. So even if you guys have a cold or something small, stay home, give it a couple days. Because once it gets in that welding lab, man, it spreads like a wildfire. There's 60 of us in there. It just jumps from one person to the next, and we never get over it. So if you're sick, stay home, work on some online stuff, still stay productive. This is our parking lot out back here. During normal business hours, that's 7 to 5 p.m., do not park back here. We have shipping and receiving, steel trucks and gas trucks and everything like that showing up. But if you guys are coming in at night, park back there. You're just fine, just do not block a bay door. That is the only rule. Make sense? Okay. We have a whiteboard in the tool room. Rick and I get hit up from employers about looking for people to come work for them. Rick is a little more on top of it than I am. Rick usually tapes company's information to the back of the whiteboard. So if you guys are looking for jobs, there's always job opportunities on there. There's stuff that we're just trying to say, fun riddles or whatever, we put on that whiteboard. Other than that, I'm getting pretty good at the announcements on Canvas. How many of you guys seen your announcement on Canvas for this orientation? Okay. Check your announcements. That's probably my biggest way of communicating. If school shuts down, you guys are already all enrolled in the school's program. They'll kick you out a text message alert for like snow days. Okay. They'll let you know if school's canceled. If it is canceled, just go home and work on some online stuff. This is your guys' textbook. How many of you guys have got your textbook? Okay. Best recommendation is write your name on the inside. We always have textbooks come up missing throughout the school year. Rick and I don't keep tabs on them. That's your guys', you guys really shouldn't be bringing them up here unless you guys are arguing points back with us. Other than that, just leave them at home or in your dorm. Online exams, it's open book. How many of your other college classes have open book tests? 0. Why do you think we've done that?
Because the work's more applicable in person. There's like lab hours.
So maximizing our time in the lab for sure. But second of all, when you guys get out of this program, you're not going to remember everything. What we're trying to teach you guys is how to reference a code book, for the most part, how to reference a code book or specifications, and retrieve the information and apply it to whatever job you're doing. So in the field, they just don't have closed books for us. We usually have open books, schematics, specifications that we can reference at some point during the job. So that's what we're trying to promote. If you guys, there are no retakes with our tests, but you guys can argue points back with Rick and myself. Don't argue points back with Uncle Bud. He doesn't even know how to turn a computer on. Students with accommodations, don't raise your hands, but if you guys have accommodations, come see Rick and myself. We'll be more than happy to help you guys out and get you situated in a proper center to take your test. The next important reminder is I believe Rick has got the last date of the exams on online set. You guys cannot take them past that 1 week prior to the end of the semester. That makes sense. That just gives us time to kind of filter out the grade book and see who's missing what projects, what written test, try to get grades finalized. So on the last day, you guys should know what grades you have. I'm usually really, really good about, say, the last day of the class is December 11th, I think, this semester.
I think so, yeah.
Your grades will be in December 12th. I do really good about the next day coming in, hammering them all out. They're done. Okay? If you guys happen to run throughout the semester and you guys get a project graded and don't see it on Canvas, come talk to Rick and myself. We're human. You guys show us, and then we get distracted by doing something else and forget to enter it in the computer. Be like, hey, you guys didn't enter this grading. Can you guys take care of that? Rick and I just forget sometimes. Okay? So when you guys get on Canvas, this is what it'll look like. You guys just have to click that chapter 1 or whatever chapter it is you're working on. It'll pop up. It'll say, take this quiz, run through it. Do not log off your computer or sign out of your canvas because it will take whatever you have and grade it. Once you sit down, they're not timed. You guys can have it open for 2-3 hours, but don't shut your computer down or sign out because it will take your grade, okay?
The timer will keep clicking. I've had students that turn in a test that took them a week and a half.
Yeah.
But we're not timing these tests, so don't worry about the timing.
Welding assignments, when you guys look on Canvas, each one of these sections will be a grade, so to speak. And the way Rick and myself like to do this is we like you guys to come and grab us and say, hey, I'm starting in Weld 1755 or Weld 1760. Give us that course number. That gets our heads rolling on what you guys are working on. And what we like to do is say, hey, we're going to start you on this first project. We'll take you back on the booth. We'll show you what we want, and then we turn you guys loose. And once you guys feel like you're putting down what we showed you, bring it out, and we'll be like, okay, let's move on. We'll move you on to the second one. Demonstration from us, we'll turn you loose, and we'll just keep on moving down this list. Now, once you guys get all the way through this list, you guys are going to go back through it again and test. So you guys may spend 2 weeks going through this list, practicing it, getting demonstrations from us and everything like that. But testing out, most of these guys will speak, usually takes about an hour and a half, 2 hours from start to finish. And we just go one right after the other. Whatever you guys put down that day is what we're going to take for a grade. If you guys are back there for 15, 20 minutes, we know something's up, I'm going to come shopping. And I'm going to pick out the worst one. Ask any of our students, though, we're pretty fair. We're not too hard. Incomplete policy. If at the end of the semester you guys are running out of time and you guys are getting stressed and you're not going to complete your course, there's a couple things you guys have to be aware of. First thing is you have to attend on a regular basis. Okay. Second of all, you have to have half your coursework completed, whether that is the online exams or the lab work, tested out and graded. Either or. And it has to be a C average. If you guys do not meet all three of those criteria, do not come and talk to us. We will not grant you guys an incomplete. If you guys think you have grounds to get an incomplete, come talk to us. We do not just give them out willy-nilly. We just don't go out of our way. If you guys think you need an incomplete, come talk to us. There's family emergencies, medical emergencies. There's some other exceptions, but come talk to us. What that does is allow you guys to take it the following semester at no charge. We just carry your grade over to the next semester and pick up where you left off.
It does add to your plate, though, for that next semester. So you'll add those credits to it, so you're going to be busier the next semester, but it'll work.
We have a student body of 60 students this year, and last year we had like 40, and I think we gave out 3 incompletes all in total. So I'll go show you the ratio of what we grant for incompletes and what we don't. Essay. Ooh, I didn't print that one.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I did.
I gave them out to everybody who needed one.
Okay.
You don't need one.
So this welding essay is for all new students to the program. Our reading and writing scores, or skills I should say, suck. Okay, so this is your guys' opportunity to write an essay pertaining about anything welding. Cite your sources. This is a college paper. I do turn it into turnitin.com to see how much you guys plagiarize or if there is any plagiarism. Do a good job on these. Rick and I enjoy reading them. Write anything about welding. Stay away from processes. Get a little creative. We've had essays on stripper poles. It's honestly our best essay to date. We've had them on pinup girls in World War II, how that whole scenario got started. As long as you guys tie it into welding somehow, some way, get creative with it though. Stay away from processes, okay? So before you guys start in the lab, you guys need to take the safety test. And how many classes do you guys need to take that safety test in?
All of them.
All of them, okay? Do not use the shotgun method. I know most people say, oh, safety test is just easy. Rick purposely sat down and created a safety test to trip you guys up. So you guys do need to read your text. You guys cannot take it till midnight tonight on purpose. It forces you guys to open up your textbook, read it, highlight it, then take the safety test, okay? You guys have to get a 90% or better before you guys can even come into the lab and start. Okay, once you guys get that safety test completed, come in the lab, say, hey, I'm starting in weld 1755 or 1760. Let's get going, okay? The syllabus is on Canvas. If you guys click the simple syllabus tab, this is our contract with you guys. If there are any questions throughout the semester, refer to the syllabus. That outlines everything you guys need to know about what course Rick and I are offering up here. Kind of looks like that. And there's a tab down here somewhere, it says simple syllabus. Click that, open it up. That is our contract with you guys. And it will have mine and Rick's office number, phone number, email, all that contact information. One other important bit of news is up here at the college we have a Skills USA chapter. How many of you guys are familiar with Skills USA? Okay. Carlton is our division chair in the back. If you guys do not know him yet or met him, he's our division chair. He's in charge of all of us monkeys down in this hallway. But we have had Skills USA up here at the college now for 3 years. And I'm extremely proud of it. We have, as you can see, it's a student-run co-curricular club. Competing for 3 years. We've had, out of those 3 years, 2 national visits to Atlanta, Georgia. We've had 2 state gold, or I said cold, 2 state gold medalists, 2 silver medalists, and we, in welding, have 3 competitions. We can do individuals, fab teams, or sculpture. And let's see who in here. Landon has competed at a high school level. Hunter competed. He was my silver medalist last year on fab teams. Shannon was our silver medalist in individual welding. This is a co-curricular club. We are closed on Fridays for normal students, but these guys come in on Fridays and help build this welding truck that you guys see in the welding lab. We volunteer. So if you guys are interested in competing, there is no age limit. If you guys are interested in competing, I want to pass this around. Please put your name and phone number down. I have a band app that I will send you a link to. This is how we communicate. And once you guys attend one of these meetings, you can ask Hunter. We attend about once a month until about spring semester, and then we start getting a little more regular on our meetings and fundraising and stuff like that. It is a great opportunity. I don't know, Hunter, do you want to say anything? Your experience with it?
It's something that you can get out and get experience, get opportunities to meet companies if you're looking for work. And it's really fun. You can test your skills out, see if you're a good welder or not.
And I would like to say that out of all the other colleges in the state, we call ourselves the best in the West because we are the best in the West compared to the other schools. We kick some serious ass when we go to competition. You can ask some of these guys, Rick and I, myself and Carlton, we'll do anything within reach to get you guys accommodated with this. We work just as hard as you guys do as far as getting arrangements made for travel, getting good dinners. How did we eat last year at Skills? We ate pretty good at Skills. We do require you guys to volunteer for 2 events. One being our high school welding competition, which is a lot of fun in itself. It's a busy day, but a lot of fun. And the second one is we go out in the community for a nonprofit, and we help run. Last year we done a 5K, 10K run, setting up water stations and stuff like that. You guys will have to carry a 3.0 or higher GPA. If you guys do not carry that, you're not a part of my student club. There are some extra rules that go along with it, a little extra work, but it's probably the most rewarding club you can be a part of. So if you guys are interested, I pass the sign-in sheet, sign up. I'll send out a notice of when we're going to have our first meeting and everything like that. Other than that, you guys have any questions for us? I know I say this every orientation. As soon as we walk out of here, you guys are going to bombard me and Rick. So let's just get our questions out of the way now.
Do you need all those guys on the skills team last year to sign up again?
If you are interested at all in skills, please sign up.
Okay.
We do have one thing about like snow days. We have to give you an assignment for snow days that you can do from the house. We all have our our online tests that we can do. But I'm gonna put on Canvas a video to watch, probably. I haven't decided what I'm gonna put on there yet. But you'll have to get that done on a snow day. So we try and keep busy throughout those.
You won't see it until there's a snow day.
Right.
Then it'll be published that way. If there is a snow day, you go to your Canvas page and see if you have any assignments.
It'll be on announcements and I'll give it to you that way.
Does Carlton have anything to add?
Well, I was just gonna introduce myself. You kind of introduced me first anyway. But really, what are we all here for? What are you here for? What are you here for? What are you here for? Welding? Welding to do what? Just for fun?
Get a piece of paper so the employer says they're happy.
Get a job, right? That's what we're all here for, right? To get a job? That's what my job is to make sure that you guys get educated, get the tools you need so you can go to work, right? Make all that big money, right? Because whoever said money doesn't buy happiness doesn't know where to shop. So that's what my job is here. My office is right up here at the student learning. It's a suite with a couple, 3 offices, whatever. I'm in there. If you need anything at all, and I don't care what it is, if life is treating you bad, come see me, okay? You get in a fight with your girlfriend or something like that, come see me, right? We'll laugh together. We'll make fun of her together, right?
I'm gonna come see you right up this meeting.
No, really, I mean, I work for you guys. Hopefully the college pays me, because I got shopping to do, right? So anyway, this is who I am. I'm here to help you. So please take advantage of that if you need it. Okay? Or if your boyfriend.
We'll make fun of him too.
We're not judging.
Yeah, because I'm a person that can't laugh at themselves. I have to make fun of other people. Okay? Good luck to you guys. Oh, one more thing. Just because this is a flex schedule class, this means you still have to go to class, right? You still have to go in there to weld. Don't wait until the last 2 weeks and think you can get 3 classes out. It can't happen. It won't happen. You'll end up being disappointed, right? So if you got that hour or 2 hours during the day, all the way from 7 o'clock in the morning till 9 o'clock at night, take advantage of it. Even if you just go in there and sit and shoot the breeze for a minute, okay? Because these 2 welding instructors have to know you. And actually, I think it's if they don't see you for 10 days, that could be detrimental to you too. So stop in, do your welding, get it done. Okay. Have a good day.
We're all very
Welcome back.
approachable in our lab. You can talk to us about anything, anytime, anywhere. If we're not available, grab one of our students. We have probably the best bunch of students we've ever had in our lab. You can talk to any of them. They'll help you. Okay?
These first couple of weeks are, as our returning students know, are a little bit hectic. You guys may wait on Rick and myself 20, 30 minutes. I promise you, we're not forgetting about you. We'll get to you. But in the meantime, where's all my returning students? Raise your hands. All these guys know where everything's at. They can at least get you tooled up, point you in the right direction of where all the welding rod is and everything, and tell you what booth you need to go back and get in, and everything like that. Some of our more advanced students, Landon, Shannon, Hunter, Jaden, they're all far enough into the program that they know how to kind of get you guys started even on welding, okay? So if you guys are starting and you guys are waiting on us, don't be afraid. If they're free, grab a hold of one of them. They'll show you how to get started, and then when we get freed up, we make our rounds throughout the lab, okay? But do you guys have any questions for us? Please ask them now.
On that, go ahead, sir.
I think that's about the big welding principle book. I saw they've upgraded to like the 6th edition. Will we still be good with the old one from last year?
Yes, sir.
On
Yeah.
that vending machine, do we have to have a physical card or just
Just the number.
Just number, okay.
Yeah, the tests are still set up for the test bank for the last book. So if you've bought the book already, hang on to it, it'll work. Don't buy another one. If you have to buy one to get started, go ahead. The information may be in a little bit different place. I kind of scanned through it when they sent me the the copy, and it looks exactly the same. The pictures are upgraded. So you should be okay with our test bank with the new book. If not, come see one of us. If you can't find something, we'll help you find it.
No more questions, huh? Mark my words, when we walk out of here, Rick and I are going to get hammered. Ask them now or forever rest your case.
Anybody play music in here?
Stop by Rick's office.
That's our lunchtime activity.
Can I leave my guitar in your office for the semester?
Absolutely. I'll leave mine in there. Nothing's ever happened to it.
Alrighty, guys. With that being said, welcome to the program.
Absolutely.